Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to the Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Tyra today. Self-heal nade Tyra, I guess would be the best way to kind of describe it quickly. We're not on the PTS though, not that it matters because Tyra isn't being changed in the upcoming update, and this has been something I wanted to cover for a while, but I'm not playing the PTS because there's not really anybody on it. I can't actually find a game. I've been trying to record a video on the PTS for the past 2 days. It's actually up at the time of recording this video, but there's no one on it, so I can't find a game. Obviously on the public test server, the player base is a lot smaller because it is, you know, PC only, and it's just to test stuff out. You don't actually get any rewards or anything for actually playing on it, which I think they maybe should implement. I don't know how they'd actually do it, but it'd be really cool if you did get, you know, even if it was like 50 crystals for just playing a couple matches on the PTS, because then it would incentivize people to actually play on it more than just a couple days. It isn't that big of a deal because I covered most of the main things I wanted to touch on, which was Bag, Koga, and Khan. I gave like an overview kind of on the update just in general, and it does happen pretty much every patch cycle. Eventually, after a few days, the PTS does become, you know, dead. It definitely takes longer when we've got like a new character or whatever, but this update was kind of small, so people got bored of the PTS a lot faster, which is why after like day 2, it's pretty much impossible to find a game. So I'm basically just going to go back to live and then cover the things that I missed when the update actually goes on to the live service, which I think should be sometime early January. They said sometime around there, actually can't remember. But what we're doing today, I've had on my list for a while, Self-heal nade Tyra. Like I said, it is a little bit different than what you usually go for, but it isn't too far off of, you know, what a meta loadout would be, so you definitely can use this in like a normal game and do perfectly fine. The skin combo I've got going on here is absolute god tier. This is what I'd rate like an easy 9.5 or a 10. It isn't the skin from this update, which I'm not even going to be using, I don't think, in this video because I've already made a whole video on it. You know, I don't mind the Fire/Frost brand skin. I was just a bit disappointed with the Frost one, which I'm not going to get into in this video, but the one we've got currently, this combo, is god tier. I only point it out because I got asked recently in the comment section of a video, because, you know, I guess I kind of rate skins now, what would be like an ideal 9 or a 10, because I haven't actually given a skin, I don't think, anything above a 9 like since I started rating them, but this combo here would probably be, yeah, really high up there. The setup for today, which was what I was trying to get to, is in the fray, turn the table, bit of cooldown reduction, bit of reset, and then a bit of health. It's basically just my normal nade Tyra, but with turn the table max level, so we have a ton of damage reduction, a really beefy heal whenever we hit somebody with the nade, and if we hit multiple people, it will stack. In an ideal situation, you'd be able to heal for 1500 per nade if you hit everybody on the enemy team at once, and you'd be able to do that 3 times, plus getting 20% damage reduction on a pretty low cooldown. That's obviously ideal. Realistically, though, it is still going to be a pretty nice heal, but I very highly doubt that you'll be hitting more than 2 people regularly with the nade, and obviously Hi-Rez also exists, but the setup is really straightforward, and I think I really need to do too much explaining here. You can see exactly what we're going for the talent, Mercy Kill, obviously. Right, well, for game 1, we've got Unsort Magic's Archives, we've got a BK, a Krampus Ram, first time I think I've seen that skin in game. We've then got an Eevee and a Grover, no idea if I read that out right, and then for their side, a Taliesin, Io, a Cassie, a Vora, and an Ashe. We'll go ahead and grab the setup. Not really sure why, but this Tyra weapon looks way better in the menus and in third person than it does in first person. It's something I never really noticed with any skins, but with this one, I can pick up on it quite a bit. We've got Enforcer, Raw Cedric, Snowglow, Rampant Blooming, Battering Ram, Unuding Pressure, Impulse Lifelink, and Bastion Bargain. Really should do that before I run in because I kind of lose the first fight. I do not like that effect on my screen. Is that from my mark? I don't actually think I played with this skin enough to know that effect. That is really weird, and I don't think I like it. There's a nade for you, there is the teleport from him, there's a mark, there is a nade. I feel like I'm being marked. That's honestly really weird. Ashe might be gone here, there's another nade for the heal, but they're both really low. Okay, I went ahead and just cleaned up. I think he might be able to get rid of the Talis here as well. Never mind, we'll go ahead and grab some Hi-Rez and run back in. This skin looks really good, but I don't think I like the effects on it, which is why I think I gave it a lower rating originally, but I don't know if I was even rating skins when this came out. Throw a fire just there, that Talis is really low. Okay, thank you for the freebie. Ashe is just running into my fire constantly, stand from the BK. Kind of surprised that I actually healed her for enough there. I'm dead to the Cassie. I really thought I had that Ashe kill in the bag, and Io got a very cheeky heal there from the bottom. Guess I can go ahead and pop the ult. Talis is going for his on me. Okay, he kind of sentenced himself to a death there. Got Ashe in the fire there in the corner, though for some reason it stops ticking her. Don't really understand that one. Couple little cheeky shots over there for the Io. She's on nothing. Actually managed to finish her off. Honestly, really like a lot about this skin. I just hate the border that goes around my screen whenever I freaking throw my F on somebody. The Ashe just insta-ulted. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just promptly leave. Hello, Talis. We'll go ahead and avenge the Grover who just died. Mark the Io who's just here for some reason. Thank you for the free double kill. We'll go ahead and ult. Don't know where anybody is. Hello, Vora. There's a bunch of shots into you. There's a nade. I don't think that really worked. She is a goner though. Get a reload in. Talis is just up there. A couple little cheeky shots for him. The amount of headshots that I got there were kind of mad. Because I can push around. The Ram is running in with his F. She's trying to, I guess, escape over this way. There's a nade for a bunch of shots. My accuracy with Tyra sucks. There's a mark for the Ashe. She's still just in here. Grover for some reason is too. There's another nade for her. She's popping the F to leave. Hello, Talis. Let me just reload. We're both kind of reloading. There's a nade for him. There is some shots. He's teleporting away. We'll throw the fire. I need to reload and I've got no abilities up. I died, but BK avenged me. I went ahead and finished off our Hi-Rez. Got Chronos too because we had like 2,000 credits. We'll throw the fire there. Didn't even do anything. There's a double nade. Go ahead and pop the ult. I think her shield's down. I guess I'm going to get ulted by the Vora and then hit by the Ashe. There's a double nade. Through a double nade, which kind of worked with the heal. I think my fire might get rid of the Ashe. Okay, mark for the Cassie. A couple little cheeky shots for her. She's really low. I don't think I'd necessarily recommend going for Chronos. Oh, that nade only dealt a freaking 120. Are you kidding me? I hit her straight in the head. Got rid of the Vora. Hello, Io and Cassie. There's a nade for you, which I actually landed. What a kill. That was fucking great. Fire down here for the Ash. There's a nade as well. I'm playing very aggressively here. Cronus is actually helping though with this setup because of the fact that, you know, we have a freaking huge buff on our nade. Hello, IO. You just ran out of spawn. Bunch of little cheeky shots for you. There's a nade. I tried to burst you down. I missed the freaking first one, but landed the second one because you kind of walked into it. Cassie is just here. There's a nade for her. Is she going to roll this way? I guess not. Guess not. Talus is on me. There's a mark. There's a nade, but it despawns, I think, if you die and it's midway through its travel. Mark there on the Talus. There's a nade for him. He should be gone. Okay, cool. Go ahead and pop the ult. We're in front of a bunch of people. There's a nade for her. She's going for the ultimate. I was going for it too. We hit her with a bunch of damage. Me and Rom just being carried back to the freaking stop. Through a fire and a mark on the Ash. There's a nade. I'm really not looking too good. Hello, Talus. I guess Evie's there fighting you. I guess I helped. I feel like I should be paying more attention. What a nade to the back of the Cassie head. We'll throw a mark over there. And then the fire. I didn't really do what I wanted to, but okay, we'll kill the Luna. The Vora going on the Evie. There's a nade. I guess I'm going to try and save this Evie. Second time she's been ice blocked and I've saved her ass. BK going in with the ultimate on the Ash. I think he was trying to hit this freaking IO as well. We'll go ahead and just maul through her there with the freaking weapon. I don't know how to words, but okay, I'm dead. There's the mark on the Cassie. There's a nade for her. There is another one. Okay, thank you very much. One more for the Vora, which I missed. Nade there for the Vora. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult because she's just throwing her shield down. She's going to knock me off. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. Just take me. Just let me die, okay? Can't believe that's the first time I found out that the Ash has 40% increased knockback on her right click. Thought she would have freaking knocked somebody else. Maybe she was saving it for that exact moment. She's going for her F. I threw the fire in front of me there as a defensive measure. Talos' mark is just here. I guess we can wait next to it. I can't remember what talent he had, so I think he is going to have to come back. There's a nade for him. There is the mark. He should be dead. Yeah, okay. Very, very cheeky, but I've had that happen a million times to me. Mark for the Cassie. Bunch of shots for her. That's Talos going for the ult. We hit the IO there accidentally with the nade. Don't know what BK's doing. We'll throw that there, and I'm going to retreat a little bit because I don't feel like being here out in the open. We got the double nade. There goes the Talos. God damn, the sustain you have with this is brutal. Pop the ult. Why not? Melt through this Cassie. If I can just not suck for a second. There's a nade. There's another one. That is so ridiculous how much damage reduction and self-heal we have with this setup, especially when you go up against somebody who doesn't have cauterize. We nearly beat the freaking Talos there as well, and we had 800 health when we went into that fight. Hello, Ash. I guess you're here. You were fighting the Rom. There's a nade for you. She's gonna go in and install me. Fair enough. Okay, there's a nade, which will give me a 75 heal. There's another one for the damage reduction. I'm just gonna try and leave, but there is the defeat. I definitely won't take the blame there for the entire defeat, but I definitely was a reason I didn't play very well there at the start. But the setup worked really well. I would highly recommend it. Don't know if I'd take it over the normal Tyra one, but it did work, you know, very, very well. And look at that skin combo there. Once again, that looks so good. Shout out to these two guys here in the chat, Crespo92 and Conk. I'm guessing is how you say those names. That was our BK and also our Eevee. They didn't do too bad, but they definitely could have done a better job there. Same kind of thing with the Rom, but he did play the objective. And then our Grover struggled a little bit, but didn't do too bad. We actually shredded there, 25, 11, 110k. Felt like I was struggling, but stats-wise there, I guess we did a little bit better than I felt like I was doing. Then for their side, their Ash did pretty good. Their Cassie did alright. Their Talus and their Vora both did way better than I thought they were doing there. 14, 7, 25, 10, 75, getting 86k. Way better than I felt like they were doing. Then finally their IO also did decent. They deserved the win, as you can definitely see. We'll go ahead and requeue for another one. Alright, well for game 2, we've got Siege Fish Market. Bit of a rough map, at least for me, with Tyra, but we've got a Kinessa, a Damba, a Leon, and a Koga. And then for their side, a Corvus, a Dredge, a Pip or Pepper, and then a Term and a Zim. We'll go ahead and grab the same setup. I was debating whether it was worth like an entire video covering the new Damba skin, which you can get from, I think, the Bounty Store. You could get from the Bounty Store, which I still haven't actually used yet myself, but a lot of people don't even know that exists, which is why I wanted to make a video on it. But then again, it is just a recolor of an already existing skin, but I'll cover it eventually, I'm sure, when the next time is that I cover Damba. There's a mark and also the fire on the Term. I tried to nade him there, but I didn't do too much damage with it. We still killed him. Hello, Pepper, and also Zin. I guess I'll just die. There is a nade for the double heal. How am I still up? Hello, Dredge, I guess you're back here. We got rid of him. If that play earlier didn't demonstrate like the full ability of this setup, I obviously don't know what would. We went into 2 people there, and we still managed to survive because I got like the double nade for the heal and the damage reduction and shit. Didn't go over talents, but we've got Steady Aim, Spirit's Chosen, Eminence, Adrenaline Junkie, Guillotine, Decimation, Catalyst, Scuttle, and Spreading Influence. So all standard stuff. I'm going to go ahead and throw the fire there on the point. Hit him with a nade. Completely missed it, but they're going to have to jump off of the point, which is good that we can actually force that as a nade for him. We're just going to make sure he's away from the objective. Actually managed to hit him under the shield there like 2 or 3 times. Couple little hits for the Dredge. I'm definitely dead though. Running in here is probably a bad idea. We hit the Zin with 2 nades. There's another one for him. I don't know how you absorb that. That is so bullshit, Zin. I don't want to go on about Zin counter anymore. It annoys me. That is really one of the few things that gets on my nerves with Paladins, is just the Zin counter, because sometimes it can take like freaking 5 hits before it goes down because of the lockout on it. Go ahead and pop the ult. Just ignore the turn. Maybe push in, get rid of the Pepper. Nice. Just make the counter to the face. I think she did actually try and use his ultimate there. I'm not sure because I did hear like the Pip ult sound effect. We'll go ahead and get some more cauterize. I did use my ult there just to get rid of the Pip, but I feel like that was kind of worth. Damba went for the ult there. Term just went into it. Okay, there's a bunch of shots into him. He is really, really low. There's a nade for him. He is out. I'm expecting him to go for the ult, but maybe not. I guess his team's really far away. Leon pushed up on the Dredge, lost the fight. There's a nade for him. He is not going to be gone here. Never mind. I have no idea how we dealt that much damage to him. He could have easily teleported away there. There is the defense failed. I was trying to run into it there to trigger the overtime, but I wasn't even able to get there. But what I was trying to say is I do really like that Damba recolor. It's probably one of the better recolors of skins we've had in the game. That color palette suits it really, really well. It's a bit of a shame they did it via the Bounty Store. I was hoping they'd do it in some other way because a lot of people don't even know that it's in the game, because the bounty store is another thing people don't even know is in the game. I personally don't mind the bounty store because it is pretty much just a free thing in the game to get you free skins or whatever. The Zin ulted me, but our damage reduction plus the damper heal meant that we took pretty much nothing. I thought the turn was on the point, that's why I fired, but I guess not. Hello Pepper, there is the mark. I did nade you there as well. Am I going to be able to finish you off? Yes, 3 damage headshot to finish it off. You love it. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult again. I'm expecting people to be on the objective, but they're just not. I completely wasted my ultimate. There's a Zin jumping me. Okay, managed to finish him off and just about live. I guarantee that my heal saved my ass there, although I'm dead to the Dredge, because Dredge is going to be Dredge and just going to spam me. Although when I hit Y, apparently I killed myself with 35 damage from the nade launcher, but also with Def Hands too. As you can see, I don't have Def Hands, so I don't know why it thinks that I do. I don't know where their term is. I'm expecting him to just attack at any minute, but he's not been in a fight for a while. We got rid of their Corvus there, pretty cheeky. Tamper's going for the ult. I guess that's where term was, pushing our back line. Gonna try and jump on the point. The bloom there is ridiculous. I can barely even see what I'm fucking firing at. I need to turn that off in my settings. We'll throw a Q just there and continue to hold the point because no one else is doing it. Don't know why it took me this long to realize we don't have a tank. There goes the Corvus. I'm pushing in kind of on the Dredge. I'm definitely dead though because I missed my nade. Even if I landed it, I think you'd still be up. I really should have planned that a bit better. But there we go. Objective captured. The Inessa teleported onto it and finished it off. Well done. Recovery mechanic also worked out for us. She, for some reason, was emoting on there and just gave herself a free death. Hello, Zin. There's a mark and a nade, which you just ate, and your counter is still up. I feel like I'm definitely dead here. He did hit me with a heal, but I think I'm a goner. There's a nade for the Dredge. I think you thought I was already gone. Oh my god, the Corvus heal left him up. Go ahead and pop the ult. I think I'm dead, but maybe we can take somebody out with us. There we go. There's a mark and a nade. Couple little more shots. He's going into the billow. There is the fire, but I'm dead too. The pip. I think I had everybody on their side there. Or maybe we got rid of the Dredge. At least I once again kind of waste the ultimate. And Nessa just jumped off the map for some reason. A little bit confused about that one. Earlier people were saying report the Koga because we could have had a tank, but instead he insta-locked Koga for some reason. Everybody else was locked in on our side. We had a Blean, obviously me on Tyra. We had the Damber and then the Nessa, and then he went ahead and grabbed Koga, which is I think maybe why she might be throwing or jumping off. I don't know. Dredge is spamming the point. Koga's pushing up on him. We can go ahead and get rid of him here. Don't know if I want to go around the side or not. I guess I'm just going to try and play the top. He is gone. Didn't even see me. There's a nade for the Zin. You again just ate my counter and didn't take any damage. I fucking hate this character sometimes. There's a nade for two of them over there. We'll throw a Q as well. We're actually not doing too bad here on the push. Just to clarify, because I feel like I kind of have to, Pepper is going for the ultimate. That's not what I'm trying to clarify, but I don't actually hate Zin. I just hate how his counter kind of works because it is a little bit cheesy on like the other end. Obviously with Zin, if it didn't work like that, it would feel really, really ass to use. I understand why it works the way that it works, but it just feels so crappy when I nade him and his counter stays up. Did drop off the point for a second, and there's the push failed because for some reason I'm expected to push the objective as a Tyra. I reckon this match would actually be going pretty well if we did have a tank, but with the team we've got right now against the team they have, we're kind of screwed when it comes to trying to stick on the objective. Did go ahead and pop the ultimate, but that turn block is annoying as hell. I think we can still get rid of him though, right? I tried to land the nade, missed it, but I think he is still gone up. Okay, the Corvus, I for some reason thought you were Dredge. You're going to teleport away. There's a nade for you when you land, which I missed, but I can finish you off with the weapon. Dredge is over there on like no health. Marked the Pepper, couple little cheeky shots for her. She's really low. Cheeky nade, missed it. Cheeky nade, landed that one. There we go, objective capture. I do need to stick on the objective though because no one else is really doing it, but that's fine. If the Dammer keeps healing me and I can, you know, get protected by the team, I'm fine being objective boy. There's a nade. I'm definitely dead here. There's another one. There is a fire. There's a nade again. He's really going on me here. We're actually still alive. Again, Sustain setup really showing how goddamn good it is here. Bunch of headshots. I don't know how I lived. Thank you, Dammer, for the heals. That man is a god. Now those in. There's a mark on somebody. There's a nade, which I just completely missed. That one landed though. That Dredge is spamming so goddamn much. There's a fire to maybe push him off a bit. As In's dead. Hello, enemies in. He's going into the billow. That was a heal. There's a nade. He's going to go ahead and try to ult me, but we finished him off. We've got 10 seconds to get to the point. Thank you, Dan, before the speed buff. I'm going to make a run for it, although I don't think I'm going to get there. Slow from the Pepper. Brutal. That's going to stop me from getting there. There is the push failed. Fair enough. Well played from the Pepper, but I don't think the rest of my team are even bothered about the objective. 2 to 3. I think they're going to get this one. It's probably going to be 2-4, but hey, I'm going to still give it an effort. Going to round 4. We'll throw the nade there. I'm going to try and play the left side a little bit. We naded them. There's another one. Got another couple there on the Dredge. The Term is trying to run around, which is why I was trying to catch him because I don't want him jumping our Nessa. There's a nade to the side. Our nade's on massive cooldown now though. That is the Pepper going for the ult. Koga went for his to counter, so I guess the Pepper kind of wasted it a little bit. There goes our Koga though. We'll throw the fire there on the point just to hold him off it for a little bit. Leanne is down here on the Dredge. There's a nade. She's going for the ult. There's another one. Don't know who she even fired that at. I feel like we could have got rid of the Dredge there. I'm going for my ultimate mainly for the speed buff. I feel like pushing up here is a really bad idea, but we are still alive. I guess Term is also on me. Why do I never know where the Term is? I feel like he's really on our backline and then he never dies. I don't know how that Term pushes up so hard and never gets punished for it. We threw our fire on the point. I don't think they're even really trying to get it, which is weird because I feel like they're not even really holding the objective. I guess because Term is pushing up so much. Threw a mark on him, couple little cheeky shots. There's the Q. I think I'm dead. There's a nade for the Pepper. Yeah, I'm definitely gone. Term actually went ahead and poked me there for the last 200, although I've gone anyway from the Dredge and the Pepper spam. Did grab Master Riding so I can maybe run in a little bit faster, but it doesn't gonna matter because there is the defeat. Well played, I guess. I feel like our Nessa was kind of throwing a little bit because you kind of knew it was going to be a loss. I think we could have recovered it, like I said, if we did have a tank there, but as you can probably tell from the stats, some people were struggling a little bit more than others, especially obviously Koga there, who went 31641k. Dama did a really good job, so did the Nessa, so did the Leanne there. She could have definitely done a bit better, but I wouldn't say I did too bad. 151396k, definitely not crazy, but definitely not terrible. And as a team, I think we also did a pretty decent job. Then for their side, their Term did okay, was definitely playing kind of weird though. Their Pip did a really good job, so did their Dredge, so did their Zin, so did their Corvus. They once again deserve the win because as a team, they kicked ass in comparison to what we were kind of going for. Two very weird matches, but two games I feel like did actually show off the setup quite well. Definitely did the setup justice, I would say. I don't know if I take it over normal Tyra, but hey, it is definitely something worth considering if you feel like you need, I guess, extra sustain, because if they don't have Cauterize, this punishes them really hard. I'd say that the main problem is the setup really shines when you're not going up against anti-heal stuff, and anti-heal stuff is very, very common, so it's not that often that you really get the full heal from it, and most of the time you're not really getting that big of a benefit in comparison to what you should be getting. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosted.